Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Hoyt, Heumann Tree Saws, Lone Wolf Tree Stands, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, RTP Outdoors, Spot Hog Releases, Wasp Archery, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
Alright, it's about 2:20 on Sunday, November 18th. Brad and I are set up on my farm, and as you can see, we're trying a little bit different setup today. Brad's actually probably 20-25 yards away from me in a different tree. Just thought it'd be a cool perspective for him to be a little bit off, and just wanted to try something, have a little fun. So it's already been an eventful start to the afternoon. As you can see, I brought the decoy with today just because the spot, there's a lot of open area basically, and because of the flood and everything, there was no food that grew in this little plot. So there's no real reason for the deer to come in here, so I wanted to entice them a little bit and maybe do a little calling. While I was setting up the decoy, I had a little 2-year-old coming in on me, and then when I got up in the stand, I could see that big framed 8. I don't know if he's 3 or 4 or what, but he's a good looking deer. Just a little bit too young, so he's not a shooter, but he's out in the willows right now with a doe. So there's a decent chance we end up seeing him again sometime this afternoon. But we got fresh snow last night. Everything's just beautiful in here, and the deer are moving, so I'm excited to see what happens tonight. I love this third week in November. In my experience, or at least in the areas I've hunted before, this is the time where I see the most big deer moving and traveling a long ways. So you get new bucks, and even the bucks that are local, they're coming off of doe. So this is probably my favorite week of the year. I'm excited to get settled in and see what happens tonight. well, wireless mic died, so we weren't able to do a closer in the tree, and we were covered up by deer. But overall, a fun night. It's always a blast when you have deer that like super close. They were literally right underneath both Brad and I's trees, and it was just they just milled around. It's cool to see what they browsed on as they went through, and eventually worked their way off. We did see a couple bucks. We saw that big framed 8 again. And I did, when I had all the does underneath me, I did see a mature buck cutting across the beans a couple hundred yards away, but I couldn't move to grab my binos and see what he was. But he was big body, mature deer, that's all I know. But a good night. Obviously, snow and cold weather had the deer moving well, and just a good night to be in a tree. So I'm not sure what our plans are for tomorrow or the upcoming days. We need to make a decision on whether we head back, go to the office and work, or if we can get out and hunt a little bit. But for sure, over the Thanksgiving break, we'll be out. We're going to make a game plan now, and like I said earlier, this is my favorite week of the year, and I think it's going to keep getting better as it gets colder, as the deer start moving back to food. Hopefully some more deer start moving in this place, and we can catch up to a good one.